George Wallace was the governor at the time.
And I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
We had heard that statement that George Wallace had made, man. Where everybody was left. Hey, man, I don't know about here.
The protesters had been relatively peaceful and held at bay by a police line. Few minutes, they have broken.
By a shotgun blast while riding through. Arrested for this crime were 4 Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. 2 Klansmen were tried and acquitted.
When such an order as this moves in and takes over the police power, you are completely at their mercy, and their violence can be visited on anybody that disagrees with them in any given situation.
Intimidation and violence throughout. Even though the nation has been outraged for many years, the Ku Klux Klan persists. But 100 years is a long time for a joke. But 100 years is a long time for a joke. But 100 years is a long time for a joke.
President Trump, step up. President Trump, step up.
Has over the years attracted to it persons charged with acts of harassment in...
The protesters had been relatively peaceful and held at bay by a police line. In the last few minutes, they have broken through that police line. I am watching as we speak.
President Trump, step up. President Trump, step up.
Throngs of protesters climbing the steps on the western side of the Capitol. They have reached up on, literally climbing the walls of the Capitol to get up to where they're going.
President Trump, step up.
We've had several rounds of tear gas that have had protesters choking and their eyes streaming. Wolf, it is hard to say what the police presence is out here. I cannot see any sort of law enforcement. Right now, everything I'm seeing is protesters getting onto the ground of the Capitol from law enforcement.
What I hear you saying, Alex, is you don't see Capitol Police, you don't see military, National Guard on the scene right now, but you see... A lot of protesters going through, breaching Capitol Hill steps, getting to areas where clearly they're breaking the law. Do they understand they potentially could be arrested, sent to jail for what they're doing?
I assume they certainly do, but that they don't care at all. There has been law enforcement, including what I imagine to be Park Police up there. They are no longer here. There are different... There have been some who wanted to protest peacefully, who are asking others to leave this side of the Capitol to go to another side to carry out a peaceful protest. But in just the past few moments, there has been a lot of momentum within this protest, with people calling for their fellow protesters and activists to essentially storm the Capitol, to get up those steps. Trump flags, American flags, don't tread on these flags. The people that I'm looking at here appear to feel like they do have the upper hand, and I'm not seeing any sort of sign of law enforcement right now from where I am at the Capitol.
Building. This is an area that the general public is never allowed on, even in normal days, certainly not a day like today. In Washington, D.C. that come around the Capitol, that are near the Capitol, that are focused on the Capitol. And I've just simply never seen anything like this, not just the breaching of the barricades, but the actual climbing onto the Capitol building,
Will President Trump step up? May God bless America. May God bless America. We're trying to preserve order.
To do the right thing. So that the country can move forward.
I think one other point that we need to make here is this didn't just happen, right? These aren't just people who decided to take matters into their own hands. They were encouraged to do so. Today, at the rally that President Trump spoke at, Rudy they were encouraged to do so. Today, at the rally that President Trump spoke at, Rudy Giuliani, his whatever he is, attorney, said that they would engage in trial by combat.
Will President Trump step up?
Kamala Harris.